Hi guys, it's time for another garden update. I've been pulling weeds all day. Alright, let's start down here this time. Okay, these are my potted plant section. So this is stevia, Japanese eggplant, spinach, some different kinds of lettuces, eggplant, and a jalapeno pepper. This is my newest addition. That's my newest addition, and the daylilies are doing good. There's the planted the creeper plants right there, so they're doing good. These are my onions, and as you can see, I added an addition of scare tape all the way down. I'm determined this year to not have critters eat a bite out of everything, right? Okay, so this is the first row of tomatoes. They're doing pretty good. I don't think I did an update last week. I think I forgot, but yeah, so these are up to the panel already. So they honestly were looking like they were gonna die last week. So I tested the soil. I got some amendments and some fertilizer, and I fixed them, and they have been doing great ever since. There's one that's a little questionable, but what can you do? So that's that section. This is the Roma section. And these, oh yeah, as I'm looking down, I almost forgot the strawberries. So the strawberries are coming in. That's exciting. I gotta pick some later. This way all the creatures don't get them. Look at the strawberries. And they're like loaded all over. So that is super exciting about that. Okay, so let's go down the back way. They're still growing in the mulch and the grass. I'm just gonna leave them for now. Okay, so this is the back side of the blackberries. They're starting to come in. They have the little berries on them. All the flowers are pretty much gone. Pepper section, it's doing good. Don't you worry, I still got all my traps, and I've added all the way down. Yes, I did. Okay, so let's go over here. This is the goji berry. Let me stand in front of it this way to see it a little better. So that is the goji berry. It is doing great. And then this is the blueberry. Honestly, this is the best year. I got little dinky blueberries on them. I mean, tiny, tiny, tiny. So I don't know if it's gonna do anything this year. Some are big and some are little on the same like branch. So we'll see what happens there. And then this one, you know, I have all of this with blueberries. This one has berries on it, but some of the branches look, I don't know, I gotta read up on this and see if I gotta trim them or what. Let's see the raspberries. There's that one. That's the fall gold. He's doing great. And then that's the other one. And then this is the Kakuza squash, so that's doing good. And this is the cucumber section right here. Some have popped up, some haven't. I have some weeds that I have to pull, but I didn't want to until they popped up so I don't disturb the seeds. And then this is the sunflower section. Honestly, I don't think any of them have sprouted yet. It just looks like weeds to me, but maybe this is the flower. It's a hardy aster. So that's that mixed in on this next section with, I also did sunflowers in this section, and there's a bunch of grass. The grass grows faster than anything, and it's rained a few days, and it's like you can see it's still soaking wet after a few days. The dog next door, so sorry about that. Zucchini and squash. Let me get out of its view so maybe it'll be quiet. This is my loofah. Look. I have a little baby loofah. It's so cute. I don't know if it's supposed to look like that, like brown on the end and stuff, but we're gonna go with it. And that's that. This is the corn section. There's corn here. And then that is bee balm. And then the watermelon are not doing well. They look the same. They're the same size as when I planted them. So I don't know about that. I gave them some plant food, so hopefully the next time I do an update, they'll perk up. So this is acorn squash. This one I don't think is doing too well, and this one is doing all right. It's bigger than it was last time. I seen this little trick on, oh, what is it? The 1870s Homestead channel, and they took that, you know, like that Ace bandage wrap, and it's super stretchy, but it's not Ace, it like sticks to itself. So you dig down in the dirt a little bit, and then you put this as far down as you can, and then you wrap your stem, and it protects against the vine borers. So I thought that was totally neat. So as you can see, I had some blue and some red, so I totally did that to my plants so far. Okay, squash. But I did that to the plants to see if that helps this year with the vine borers. I'll let you know how that goes. And then this is, what is this? Spaghetti squash, pretty sure. And then this is the sad cantaloupe section. I tell you, I don't know. You can see this water. See when I step on this? And it rained 3 days ago, and it's been in the 90s ever since. It's just wet back here. It's the low point in the yard. It's always wet. There's just no way around it. But that's cantaloupe, and then this is the flower section. So let me show you the flower section. Okay. This was hen and chicks. Something tore it apart. So I kind of planted the pieces. I don't know what happens. This is salvia. This plant used to be in this bucket, but I put it down because it was not doing well in the pot. It needed more space. That's my lantana. That's my rose. Look at my pretty rose. Pretty rose. I don't even know what it is. It came with this section. It was like a volunteer. And then here's the parsley that overwintered from last year. And I was looking earlier. Let me see if I can find. It had swallowtail caterpillar. Oh yeah. Let me see if it'll pick up. Focus. Do you see? There's swallowtail caterpillars. It's like right there. There's like a bunch of them. The wind is blowing. So there's a bunch, and there's a bunch on here already, so super excited about that they have somewhere that they can just hang out until they're ready. That's the flower section, so let's go back over this way. This is that cone flower. It is doing great, so it likes that spot, which I'm happy about. Okay, so last time I don't think these were planted yet, but they are now. So tomato, some onions back there. This is going to be some whole beans, and then the rest of the bed is carrots. This is my pretty flower. That's my pretty flower. Still, it's looking a little sad. I just gave it some water. It was mid-90s today. Okay, and this is the other garden bed. So back here is all blue popcorn, and I got the seeds from MI Gardener. Super excited about that. And then there's nothing here. This was an extra space in case I needed to put something last minute, or I felt sorry for something when I went to the garden store. A bush bean, and then I planted some random seeds here. I don't think anything has sprouted yet. It doesn't look like it. The only thing that came up is this, and I think that somehow is a radish from this section because it looks exactly the same. And then this is the tomato. So this section, these are the daikon radishes, and then these are a mix of the red radishes and then the bunching onions, and then all the back whole row is peas. A marigold section. I gotta weed this back here. And then this is the section back here. And this is corn. And then all the rest of it is potatoes. So that's pretty neat. Let's go back around the front. Let's see, where do I go first? Let's go here. So I did some onions here. There's 4 garlic here that were left over that didn't fit in the garlic bed. These are all beets, different kinds of beets. There's 2 Italian beans, and then these are onions. So that whole bed is beets. You know the garlic's right there. And then let me show you over here. This is a gherkin cucumber. Something was digging in these 2. This was parsley. This is dill, but the dill has definitely seen better days. Something sat in it and scratched it all up. Probably a cat or something. But I gotta replant that. It's still early enough. Basil, oregano, chives, garlic, and then the pots of tomatillos. So that's it for the garden update this week. Let me just give you an overview of all my scare tape. Hopefully this works. I used a whole, don't laugh, I used a whole roll. Yep, I sure did. All over the place in hopes that this works. We'll see. All right, bye guys.